always love videos like this, so let's get into the bag. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a subscriber, so happy that you came back. If you're new, I'm so happy that you're here. My name's Carrie and I'm a creative director, I'm a graphic designer, lived in LA, now I'm based in Nashville for now. And I love everything revolving around luxury fashion, artistic fashion, well-known designers, non-well-known designers. I love everything from low-end to high-end and everything in between. Basically, whatever makes your vibe, that's what I'm vibing with. So if you like luxury fashion and style, personal style, travel, any of those things, I incorporate those into my videos. If you're not a subscriber, would love for you to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that when I upload videos, you know. I'm really trying to grow this channel, so I would really appreciate a good follow. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm also on Instagram at xi90la. I wanted to do a video today about my favorite bags from 2024. And these aren't necessarily bags that I use more than others or, you know, my most used bags. A lot of them I do use quite frequently for travel or just day to day, but they're bags that just this year have really made me happy. I know that there's a lot of black, but there's also like a lot of color that back in the day, I don't think I would have invested in odd colors, but now I'm kind of in the vein of if it makes me happy, it'll work. One of my things about 2024 going into 2025 is I almost want all of my neutrals when it comes to accessories to be like obnoxious colors. Like the silver tabbies or teals or purples or any of that, where it's not just black, camels, beiges, olives, you know. If you really love handbags, this is the video for you. So I think I have about 13 bags. I try to narrow it down to 10, but listen, when you love handbags, you love handbags. All of these bags in some way, shape, or form, and they're all quite different, really, make me happy. They add a pop of color or they add something to my life, and I'm really proud of a lot of these bags. But before we get started on the bags, let's just talk about a couple of things. What I'm wearing, it's hard to see, but it's a cropped trench from JNBY. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'll put the link in the description or I'll put it right here. Then I have this diamond kind of wrap necklace that I got from J. Crew. Mixing diamonds with kind of a casual aesthetic is kind of coming back into trend. So here they are. And my lips, I recently got back from London/Paris, so I'm going to do a separate video on what I bought in London and Paris, but I had Harrods points from buying my Teal bag back in May. And the thing about Harrods when you live in the United States is like shipping is still like an inordinate amount of money. So I would have wasted that credit on shipping if I were to buy something online. So I waited until I was back in London and I ended up spending it on a Prada lipstick. And I'll link the color below. But this is Prada, and then the liner is Makeup by Mario's Travis. I think I want to start with my most exciting one of the year, and I think a lot of people have been curious about this bag. Cassie Thorpe got the bag in turquoise. I've seen a few other influencers get the turquoise. It's the most probably bought color, but I decided to go a little different with this bag. And the first bag that I want to talk about is the Pharrell for Louis Vuitton P9 Speedy. And I got this. I hope that the color comes across because it's pretty dark in here. I'm going to try to lighten the video. Can handle the beauty of this. But this is the Amethyst color, and this is so annoying. This bag is just beautiful. I love the leather. It's super soft. Cassie was very right about this bag. If you don't want it, don't go and feel it in person. I wanted the Amethyst because a lot of people didn't gravitate towards the purple. And I've noticed that purple is becoming kind of a staple in my wardrobe. One of my other bags is purple. You'll see when I get to it. But I love this bag. I love the little dangly gold lock that it comes with. I put my Hermes lion on it. I love like adding that little bit of gold. I didn't want to put like a ton of tchotchkes on this bag. A lot of people put that like ugly pearl chain that looks like it came from an Etsy dealer. I'm really not into that. If that's your vibe, that's your vibe. It just wasn't mine. And I thought adding like a fucking little Hermes lion was just such like an extra bougie thing, because this is kind of becoming Louis Vuitton's Birkin, quote unquote. I've always loved the Murakami collection. It was one of those things that came out when I was young, and I just remember seeing it in all the magazines. And I think anyone born in the 90s who kind of was a teenager in the early thousands, that is such an iconic collection. And now that I'm an adult and I could afford it, every time I go to like buy one, there's not really a silhouette that I love. Even the Speedy in the Murakami, it's like the big trunk feet, all of it. I couldn't bring myself to buy it for some reason, but there's something about the Baudelaire colors that are reminiscent of me of this like rainbow world of Murakami. The Speedy 25, it's such an iconic bag. It's such a versatile bag, and I love that it's real leather and it's not canvas. It's super smushy. I absolutely love it. I don't have the long handle on it right now because I just took it out of the dust bag. The pillow's still inside. But this has been one of my most, sorry, it's like getting so dark for no reason. One of my most used bags and one of my most loved bags of 2024. Okay, next on my list, let's talk about another bag. This is a very popular bag. It's, to me, the greatest handbag silhouette ever made. If I could have a Fendi baguette in every size and color, I would. I've come to find I love bags that have a top handle and a long strap. It's like the perfect combo. I love Fendi baguettes more than I love like Chanel flap. So I have this is the medium, or I guess it's the regular size baguette. I know they have a large, they have a phone case, they have the small. I kind of want a small eventually, maybe in the white Napa. And this size is perfect. I take this bag as one of my travel bags. It's kind of like, it adds that camel color or that brown neutral without me actually buying a camel bag. But I don't love camel and taupe and things like that. So this adds that like missing piece of brown. And I also love that it's monogrammed. And I know that this is a loud bag, but when worn with a really boring outfit, it really adds quite a pop to what you're wearing. It adds interest, it adds texture. So I love the Zucca. I love that it's a canvas. I wear it all the time. I wear it crossbody. I took this to London/Paris. It's stuffed right now, but it's so easy to get in and out of. Truly, the magnet is really great on it. And I have this little Nightingale. It's an African designer who I found out about during 2020, but they make this like little leather snakeskin smiley face. You can get a bunch of different colors, but highly recommend the Fendi baguette. What is with this light? Highly recommend the Fendi baguette. Whatever color you're drawn to, that's what I recommend you get. That's how I would shop a Fendi baguette. They're meant to be fun and weird and all different. Whether you want a vintage beaded one, a brand new one, something for everyone. The Zucca print is a really great first one. It's a little cheaper, I believe, than the Napa or any of the leathers or the embellished baguettes. And then this size, a lot of people say to start with a small, and I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's all indicative on your lifestyle. Like, how much shit do you need to carry? Basically, I have to haul my fucking life with me, and anything smaller than this probably isn't going to cut it. So if you need a lot of capacity, the medium is, I think, the best size. I think the large is a little overkill. I can fit my whole life in this bag if I really want to. The small is smaller, but if you're that type of girl that like a card holder and a lipstick is all you really need, you know, it's up to you. But go with the baguette that you love. But I think that the Zucca print is a really great space to start in. It's definitely my cat always loves to fuck up the video. Monty, now's not the time, mon chat, okay? So my other favorite bag of 2024 is the Fendi medium baguette in the Zucca print. This bag is going to be very unexpected. I've never seen this bag on really anyone in my entire life. When I saw it on the Real, I had sold a Galliano for Dior corset bag that just like I love that it was a Galliano piece, but it never meshed with anything in my wardrobe. It was really hard to fit anything in. It was a small size. I knew it would sell because Galliano is so popular right now. So I got a credit and I bought a few bags with that credit on the RealReal. And one of the bags that I bought that I thought was so fucking cool is this Givenchy Nightingale. And it's not just a Nightingale, it's like a mini Nightingale in a very unique colorway. And I've always wanted the Nightingale. This is another one of those like revenge bags I wanted from something that I couldn't afford when I was a kid. I loved this bag. So when I saw this, I was like, it's perfect. It's a little more modern. It's got a cool vibe to it. And I think it's really fucking sick. But this is she. So it's a coated patent, almost tie-dye kind of bag with this contrast stitching. And it's got this gunmetal kind of antique chain that just kind of drapes off of it, which is kind of a theme in some of my bags, is to have this chain. So this was very me. I love a good coated leather. It's like resilient as fuck. The color is just so interesting. It's like, yeah, there we go. Like blues and greens. Like it's like a denim blue and a yellow and a green. It's such a unique, odd piece that it just kind of goes with everything because it's just so obnoxious. And this is what I'm kind of talking about with like, I love obnoxious things as neutral. And it holds a good amount. The price tag is actually still in there. I love that the this like bright kind of robin's egg cerulean is the zipper pull, and then it just has the Givenchy in the same kind of colorway. It's a good little like date night bag because it's fairly tiny, if that like gives you an idea of how small she is. This is another one of the bags that I've loved this year, and it's the Givenchy mini Nightingale in the tie-dyed patent coated leather with the contrast stitching, and she's a baby-rama. Love her. Super unique. I love bags. I do love trending bags. I think when something trends, sometimes it's just because it's a fucking good bag. But I also love bags that not a lot of people have. I think that's why I was drawn to the Amethyst P9, because I didn't see it everywhere. And it's not that I'm like, oh, I'm only buying bags that no one has, because that's also fucking annoying. But I think, you know, stick to your gut on like what you're drawn to, what you love, what inspires you every time you look at it. And that's really what this video is about. It's not like what I bought in 2024. It's not like my top used bags of 2024. It's really like the bags that have brought me the most joy this year. And I think that's what fashion and style is. It's like, does it bring you joy? Alrighty. A lot of people love this bag, and I understand why. Loewe is one of my favorite designers. I think Jonathan Anderson, I think he does whimsy so well. I think in the world of fashion, we can get really caught up, right, and taking it too seriously and being super chic or whatever, but I love just like having fun. Like that's what it's about. So my other top bag, and I've got my little Charlie the Goldfish charm. Look how cute he is, just sparkling. Oh my god. So this is the original puzzle, and a lot of people who hate the new puzzle understand why I bought the original. I bought it pre-loved, but I did buy the donut chain to put on him, and I bought this little fish in Paris recently. So it's got a little bit of scratchies on it. I've used her quite a bit, but this is one of my favorite bags of all time. I think with the little goldfish on her, this bag reads very kind of like Japanese, which I love, and I just think adding the donut strap just like adds an extra look to it. It's not just such a boring black, not that the puzzle is boring, but I think the added hardware and just the shapes. And this is the small donut. I know that they make kind of the big donut, which was the original one, but this is the small size puzzle bag, and it's the original Loewe puzzle. This is number, what are we on now? 4. This is my 4th favorite bag, including Charlie the Goldfish. I'm exhausted. Are you exhausted? I'm already exhausted. This bag, I mean, by the chain, you already know what it is. I have found that teal, like a tealish blue, is like my perfect neutral. This color in particular is like my wheelhouse. I love this color, and I agree with Cassie Thorpe when she says if you're going to get a classic flap, to go with like something unique, like a pop color or something that's like only specific to that season. And I knew I wanted this size, and I knew I wanted a color and not black. And I don't know, I love this bag. Part of me was like, well, maybe I should have got the caviar leather, but I love all of it. So this is the Chanel small classic flap, and it is in a teal. I don't know what the actual color of this bag is, but it's stunning. It works in my wardrobe as a neutral. Like even in my outfit right now, it's such a fun pop, and even with like kind of a reddish lip, it all still works. And she's super just, I mean, everything about her. She's a double flap. She's stuffed as well. It's silver hardware. I love that the silver always keeps it a little more edgy. It's the soft calfskin little pocket. The blue, you know, goes through the chain. I know you're not supposed to love stuff, but like I love her so much. Look at her with my skin tone, right? Like she just works. I think it's just such a more vibey thing to get a color than black. And no shade to the black. I think the black, I have the Chanel 19 in the black, and it's a solid classic bag. I don't think you can go wrong with black, but just for me, with the price of these, I obviously didn't pay full price in store. Stunning bag. Quality's great because she's a little bit of an older bag. I've never had any snags. Nothing from the strap has ever come loose. The hardware is still great. I've worn her quite a bit. I wore her to Paris on the train and on my first day in Paris, and I still don't have a scratch on her. This is my number 5 in no really particular order. Favorite bags, not only of all time, I guess of 2024, but also of all time. I just think that she's going to be a forever piece. I'll never get tired of her. And the color is perfect. I mean, just God bless this bag. This is going to be interesting too. No one really knows this bag because I don't think it's ever been mainstream. I actually just bought this bag, but I don't know why, but it makes me so happy. It gives like Chrome Hearts meets Alexander McQueen, like the knuckle bag, because I wear a lot of rings, as you can tell, so when I grip it, it's very like Alexander McQueen in general. But the brand is Steve Morris, and he's not really around anymore, but if you kind of look up some Steve Morris products, which are very hard to find online, he's an Italian leather worker, kind of known for shoes. And I was in Brick Lane in London, and they have a really great vintage mart. I could spend days in that market. It's kind of nuts. And one of the sellers, a really lovely Italian man, if I can find his Instagram or like the card that came with this, I'll link it below. But I was looking at all of his bags and I wasn't really interested. I mean, there was a lot of great vintage designer like Fendi, old Bottega, and I know people are going to think this thing is fucking ugly. It looks like a weird bat eagle. This is like a calfskin, and then this is a suede. And it's, can you see like the stitching around the edge? And I get it. I get that this is like kind of an ugly as fuck bag, but it actually is really beautiful. And it just like pops open. And I wore this with my Stella McCartney Tiger coat. And it just was fucking cool, dude. You can feel the quality of this, but it's just this like, I'm trying to like, I don't want to flash you. I mean, can you see? Like, she's fucking cool, you know? Like, you can grip her, like, you can kind of fold her, and just, like, if you don't have a lot in your bag, you can just clutch the bitch, you know? Not a lot of people are going to have her because she's vintage and she's not a well-known designer. And I'll just always remember her from my trip to London. Number 6 on my list is this new clutch, and I think she's fucking cool. The next bag is the Bottega Andiamo small, but this is the black. I had done an unboxing in my last New York video of what I bought in New York, and I did buy the white. The small by far is the best one. On my frame, the medium just looks odd, and I actually prefer my medium peekaboo because to me it's like, it's the same general structure, right? You've got a long strap, you've got a top handle, 2 compartments, divider in the middle. The Andiamo is just Bottega's kind of answer, I guess, to the Fendi Peekaboo. This baby, okay, I wore her my entire trip to New York. The white, she's stood up, but like I have used the white quite a bit on my last trip, and like I do notice the leather starting to kind of not peel back, but get dirty edges in certain parts because she is white. The black, you can't go wrong. She has stood the test of time. I've used her so much. She's been on floors. She's been against every color garment that I've ever owned. And she's still great. Like, the leather is so fucking soft, and she is by far my favorite Bottega bag. More than the white, more than the Jodi's, more than the hot bag, I absolutely adore the small Andiamo. And like, she's just, how can you not love her? She adds texture to an all black outfit. If you wear her with denim, she's just classic. But I like to do it so that the gold piece is a little bit on the side in a more asymmetrical way. See how that gold, when you have her kind of like, sorry, on your side, how it's more like to the front of the shoulder? I think that's a great way to wear her. And it almost looks like in this outfit, I have like a little like schiaparelli or scaparelli, however you want to pronounce it, like a little brooch, right? So she's extremely versatile. I highly recommend the Andiamo. Bottega, I know that I'm nobody, but hopefully I've gotten you at least one person coming in to buy the Andiamo between the white bag and this black one. I always have wanted a Valentino rock stud bag. It was great to kind of like take bags that I don't use anymore and sell them and kind of synthesize and alchemize, I guess, those unused bags into bags that I actually want to carry. So I got the Valentino rock stud in the burgundy, but I've always loved burgundy. I think burgundy gives like bougie Cartier vibes, you know, like they're kind of known for that, like the burgundy red color. So this one borderlines on like chocolate, which I love. If you can kind of see really close. I also have this stuffed, and I mean, say what you want about Valentino. The quality of this leather and the quality of the hardware is impeccable. But this chain, when I got it out of the bag, it was just like, holy fuck. Like, what have I been doing with Chanel? And as you can see, like it's got a little bit of stuffing in it, but do you see how it just slouches? She's fun. You can obviously take the top handle off, but again, like I said earlier, I love a top handle with a long strap. And I mean, just look at how she sparkles. I mean, look at how she fucking sparkles. She is a firework. She's a firework as a bag. And a lot of people are like, don't those studs hurt? They really don't. Sorry with my hair. You can crossbody, or you can just do your little side hustle, or you can, you know, zero fucks, you know, crook of the arm. She unhooks and then just like flaps away. I'll take the stuffing out because I want you to see how beautiful this bag is, truly. My version of quiet luxury is having like loud, expensive bags and then kind of like wearing them as if you don't give a fuck about how much they cost. That to me is like the ultimate like flex of wealth, is like, you know, I don't have to be dainty with my bag because I could just go fucking buy a new one if I wanted to. In terms of just like the softness, I mean, the softness, the quality of her, the chain. I love the burgundy chocolate color. I love it with this like insanely luxe gold chain. I love how she hangs. Like, I think that that's kind of a theme with me, is like I love when there's like a little something kind of extra dangling off the side. So that is number 8, I believe, and she is the Valentino large rock stud in the ultra soft calfskin, and I believe this is the color burgundy. I don't think there's a special name for this color. It's just this beautiful, beautiful color, and I believe I paid like $700 for her. This is what I would recommend in terms of like a travel bag. When I travel abroad to London and Paris and things like that, obviously pickpocketing is more prevalent there. So it's always a good idea to have a bag that either completely locks shut or like has a good zip. And one of the bags that I really have liked this year that I didn't think I would love as much as I have is the Miu Miu. I don't actually know what style this is. I know that like people are used to the little top handle version of this bag, but like kind of the east-west kind of generic bag. These zips are actually supposed to be more in the center, so you get a little more hardware vibe, but it's got the long strap. It's served me really, really well. I love that it zips. I don't know, did I stuff this one too? I've been getting better about stuffing my bag, so there's stuff in here. But I like that it's very like, you don't really know that it's a designer bag. It's not like a target for people to want to pickpocket you. And even if they tried, even it's hard for me to get into this bag because of the zippers. So it's a very, very safe, a very secure bag. And because it's thinner, it's not like a really thick kind of bag. It sits like really close to the body, which I think is important when you're traveling. So I always take this bag to the airport with me. I take it traveling. It's always kind of like the constant in my suitcase, but it's got like a good buckle where like it gives a little bit of something to an outfit, but it's just a chill travel bag. So this one, it doesn't necessarily spark joy in me, but it definitely has done its job really well. And it is one of my most used bags of 2024. I'm like sweating. And this like trench coat like really fucking traps the heat, dog. So I needed a good like travel tote, if you will, and like I would be damned if I fucking took another Goyard bag to the goddamn airport. No shade. I mean, obviously. And I loved this bag in general. I just thought it was so cool, and it came in a lot of really cool colors. And again, I love Loewe. So this is the Loewe shopper, and it's in the pure leather. And I think what I liked most about it is it kind of just looked like a massive trash bag. I don't know why. I feel like that felt kind of edgy. She's super big. And I have used this on every trip that I've gone to. It's obviously, as you can see, it's a gaping black hole. There is a compartment like right here that has zipper, so like that's great for like Tylenol, a tampon, a charger, like little like your passport, like whatever you need that like you need to instantly get into. That compartment's great. And then it always fits my handbag inside, it fits my books inside, and like my flight pillow, everything that you need fits in this bag. And she still slides under the seat in front of you, so you don't have to check her. So it's kind of like getting away with 2 carry-ons, I guess. This is even the bottom, and like there's not one scratch. So really, really durable. I don't know what the price point is, but again, everything will be listed like on this part of the screen. I do that with every video. So the Loewe leather shopper tote is my go-to airport travel. Sits on top of the carry-on. You get it. Should I just do a really fun bag early or finish with this bag? Let's just do it now. It is the Fendi Purple Rain Baguette. I'll insert this probably where I was talking about her. But I mean, and I will say the sequined Fendi baguettes, at least the Sex and the City ones, this strap is longer than your typical Fendi baguettes in this new style, and it does come with a long strap, but I can't do it with this jacket, but it does fit over your shoulder and it is known to slouch. I just have it stuffed right now, but it does slouch really beautifully when you don't have it, but you can put it on your shoulder versus the regular baguettes. More, it's a top handle, and then the crossbody strap is how you wear it more over your shoulder, if that makes sense. But I wanted you guys to see a little bit better lighting this stunning ass bag. I'm gonna finish the last 2 bags in this room. One of the bags that This is number 12. I loved Alexander Wang for a very long time. Could never afford him. I loved the Rocco bag. The Rocco bag to me with the pebbled calfskin and the big like bullet studs was such a quintessential like 2010s kind of bag. But this colorway, when I found it, I got this off Poshmark, I want to say, for like $100. I loved the colorway. It was so like Gucci's like coated burgundy patent. So it's this coated like chocolate burgundy, kind of similar to that Valentino bag that I just showed. And I have like a Saint Laurent lock on it to kind of add a little mixed metal situation. But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous bag. And I think personally that the Rocco bag is one of the best bags ever made. It's heavy as fuck, and if you use it in the airport, you will definitely get pulled over by TSA because they think that you're basically trying to smuggle like carts of bullets in through your bag. This leather is so pretty, and it's obviously coated, so like things just run off of it, but it's a big bag. It is a big bag, but I think it's always such a cool vibe to have like these studs just lining the bottom. Sometimes it reads silver, sometimes it reads gold. So it is a stunner of a bag. I get a lot of compliments when I wear it, especially from Gen Z, because I don't think they're as aware of this bag as like maybe us millennials were. So love this Alexander Wang Rocco. I think it's the perfect color, and I'm so happy I found it for such a cheap price. My last bag is, obviously I did if you watched the What I Bought in London video, this bag is from that haul. It's the Alaïa Latecal, and it's in the large size, and it's in, I don't think this is the nubuck. It's kind of just the smooth leather, but I love this bag. I love it so much. I love using it. I love the shape of it. I love like the Alaïa A's. I love the little logo. I love everything about this bag. I've used it a few times. I think that the bottom is really cool with these like triangles, so when you do wear it, you kind of see that detail. What pisses me off about this bag, even though it sparks so much joy, is that everyone who bought this fucking bag that I like looked up reviews before I bought it was like, it's so durable. It's so durable. It's so durable. And like, look, right the first day I wore it, do you see that massive ass scratch? And it's raised the leather. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to buffer that out. And there's also like a couple of massive scratches on the back. And it's like, this was supposed, and I know you can't just like fling this thing around. I get that, but I just feel like for the reviews of it, it should have been a little more of a durable bag. So I messaged Alaïa, but like I haven't heard back at all. So who knows? But I think that this is such a chic bag. I think that this leather is truly beautiful, the way that it just shines when you wear it. I think the black was the right way to go for me personally. I did see the Dalmatian one in Paris, and I like fell in love with it instantly, but I was like, I would definitely will use the black more, but the Dalmatian is fucking stunning. So if I didn't get this one, I would have got the Dalmatian, but still super happy with the black. I think that the leather is just stunning. So that's number 13, the Alaïa Large Latecal, the bigger, I don't think it's large, I think it's called the medium, but it's the biggest one. And it's also got like a good long strap. You can see more detail about that in the other video. I don't want to waste time. I'm sorry about the lighting. I think this video and the last video, the lighting was really difficult on me. It's just this apartment, especially with fall, it doesn't get good light. And so I'm trying to like figure out a way around that, or get like a light ring or something. So anyway, I hope that you liked this. I hope that you enjoyed my top 13 bags of 2024 that just make me happy whether I use them a lot or not. And I hope that you guys have a really great day wherever you are in the world. And thank you again so much for watching. I know that YouTube is such a saturated platform. It's really hard to like think that you can make it in a sea of so much talent, especially in the fashion world. But I think that there's room for everyone's perspective. And I hope that, you know, if you like my personality and you like my style, I would love for you, again, subscribe to me, like, follow, comment, say hi. If you've made it to the end of this video, Please comment below what your favorite bag of 2024 has been. And also, like, let me know what bag that you're dying to have in 2025, because I think that's really interesting too. And leave maybe like a purple heart. I think that would be fun. Wouldn't that be fun? Little, in honor of the P9 and in honor of the Fendi Baguette, let's leave like a little purple heart. And I hope that you have a great day. So, goodbye.